Hello and welcome to another in our series of advanced training tutorials. The goal of these videos is to give you an insight into the wealth of tactical options and aids at your disposal, which will help you win on the battlefield and serve the Corps with honour and distinction. First of all, let's take a look at the heads-up display, or HUD as it's often referred to. In Red River, the HUD is one of the tools that will improve your situational awareness. As you can see, there are some familiar elements and some not so familiar. The compass is set at the top of your screen in the centre and shows a number of important elements, the most obvious being the direction in which your marine is facing. In addition, it displays the direction of objective markers and the position of enemy units as they are identified. The enemy will be displayed in one of three ways on the compass. A solid red triangle denotes a confirmed enemy sighting and the position of the threat. If you see the triangle transform into a red haze, this signifies a best guess at the last known position of the enemy, as the precise location is unknown to the squad. A yellow triangle means the unit is incapacitated or dying, or both. The radar is a new addition to Flashpoint and it functions as you'd expect. It is primarily used for tracking the movement of your squad. The numbered markers represent each member of your fire team, and the A and C markers are the location of your allied fire teams Alpha and Charlie. Dropped weapons are also marked on the radar. It's worth remembering this if all you can hear is the click, click, click of an empty chamber. As a proud member of the United States Marine Corps, it's your job to follow orders. It's what you do. To assist you, orders are translated into objective markers in the game. There are a few different flavours of objective marker in Red River. Let's take a look at them. First up, and most important of all, is your primary objective marker. From the text next to the marker, you can clearly see what type of objective it is and its distance from your current location. These are your primary objectives and you must achieve these in order to complete the mission. There are also additional optional objectives for the highly motivated recruits. Next up, we have the RV, or rendezvous point marker. This is essentially a breadcrumb trail showing the optimal route through the mission. Finally, we have the squad objective. This marker communicates the overall goal of the entire squadron, all 12 men under Sergeant Knox's righteous command. Operation Flashpoint Red River is a tactical game that requires you to work as a team, either cooperatively with other players online or with AI fireteam members. The fireteam status panel monitors your fireteam and lets you issue orders to the group or individual members. The panel will display the complementary roles of your fireteam: rifleman, scout, grenadier and auto rifleman. It also displays the status of each member. Are they injured? Are they in a vehicle? Have they been told to hold fire? You can select your fireteam via the status controls. One button will select your entire fireteam, another selects number 2, another selects number 3, and finally number 4. This is the same regardless of whether your fireteam consists of human or AI members. The most important tactical tool at your disposal is the Quick Command Radial, or QCR. This allows you to issue orders and communicate with the rest of your fireteam. The QCR in Red River has been streamlined so all orders can be issued with just a couple of button presses. The QCR is activated by pressing and holding the QCR button. Once the QCR is on screen, it can easily be navigated. The QCR is divided into 4 sections. Up selects your maneuver commands. Using Move will send your fireteam to the location highlighted by the in-game cursor. They'll then defend against or attack any targets around them. Issuing a rush order will send your team to that point at full speed, ignoring other enemy positions or objectives. Finally, a hold position command will give your fireteam a location and a position to defend. Down will access your suppression orders. The suppression order tasks your team to find a good cover spot and unleash their firepower on the enemy. Flank left or right will order your fireteam members to approach the target from either side, avoiding the direct path of fire. On the right are your tactics, allowing you to change formation and adjust your fireteam rules of engagement. This menu also contains your corpsman option. Use this to call for assistance if you're incapacitated. Finally, on the left are your fireteam follow commands, including follow me and follow that target. The QCR is context sensitive, meaning that some of these orders will change depending on what you point your target at. For example, pointing your command radial at a vehicle will give you the option to issue a board vehicle, follow vehicle, or even engage vehicle. Tajikistan is a dangerous place. Sooner or later, even the finest recruit is going to get shot. In Red River, unlike other games, you won't heal magically. Instead, you must take action yourself. You can see where your marine has taken damage and how severe it is on the damage meter. Yellow indicates a light wound. Orange is a severe wound. Different wounds have different impacts. Wounds to the leg will impair your ability to sprint, while wounds to the arms will affect your aiming ability. If you take too much damage, you will be incapacitated and unable to help yourself. If your marine has taken damage, press and hold the action button to administer first aid, healing your injuries. A penetrative wound will cause your marine to bleed out. The speed at which you bleed to death will be determined by the severity of the wound. It is vital that you patch yourself up as quickly as possible. Press and hold the action button to patch yourself up. You can increase your healing time using specializations which you can unlock with XP. If you are bleeding and incapacitated, you can call for help. If you're lucky, a fellow member of your squad will be able to come and heal you. If you're unlucky, you can always choose to accelerate your demise and adjust your strategy next time around. That's all from this chapter of Advanced Training. Watch more tutorials to maximise your potential in the field.